fire, flames, heat, hot takes. Let's just get into it. Hot takes, Wizard101 things you might not agree with, but we do. Or actually, I agree with my hot takes, you agree with yours, I'm sure we're going to disagree.
Yeah, I agree with my hot takes. They're not hot for me.
Yeah, they're mild temperatured for you. For me, they're probably going to be scorching. Let me hear your first hot take and let me disprove it for you.
My first hot take, don't know if you can disprove it. Beth Wizards are better at setting for a big hit than balanced Wizards are. When I say this, I don't know if that's a hot take, but
It might just be true.
it is not what most people think. They're like, oh, I need a setter. Let me get a balance. Bring the balance in. But 3 feints will cause you to do triple the damage that 3 blades would.
Yeah.
So, therefore, Death Setter is greater than Balance Setter.
Ooh. That's a hot take right there. You know what? That kind of leads into my hot take.
What's yours?
Finch should be nerfed.
Yeah, I could, with that reasoning, because Balance is the tool that's the setter, the support.
Let's go over this. Finch, the whole game revolves around using this one spell.
Yeah.
Plus 70 to the enemy, plus 30 to yourself. It's not dangerous to use, ever. Unless you stack 100 of them. You're never going to die, and it's way too good for what it is.
Yeah.
It needs nerf. That's what I think. Hot take. Ooh.
It needs nerf, but I do not want it to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm also saying. I don't want it to be, but that's my hot take. I think it honestly should be.
My next hot take. This may also not really be a hot take, but level 50 to level 60 is the biggest jump in power in the game. Whenever you take into account, you get Waterworks gear at level 60, and in those levels you also go from having no enchants to having a plus 225 enchant.
That's not a hot take.
Is that a hot take?
I don't think that's a
Whenever
hot,
you
that's just you stating what happens
But
at that
you
level. That's
also-
not a hot take.
You also have to put that up with going from Waterworks to Darkmoor gear, which may be close, and then you also have to put up going from Darkmoor to Merciless or Aeon gear.
We're coming in with a cold take.
That is a hot take.
I don't think so.
The most exciting part of the game happens level 50 to 60.
If you're saying
And
that,
there's a
that's a
100
hot take.
No, the most exciting part for character growth and like your biggest ramp up,
50 to 60.
50 to 60.
I agree.
And there's 100 levels after that.
Now that he's got done with his fence-sitting centrist hot take, just trying to not get anyone mad, let me piss everyone off here. My next hot take. Fire would be worse than ice if ice had a usable rank 7. Everyone who knows this game, even longer than 5 minutes, knows ice is the worst school.
Yeah, that's not a hot take. That's
That's a fact.
just you getting admitted to the site board for typing that.
Ice is the worst school. However, if ice got a frost giant buff, take the stun away, make it all damage, ice would be better than fire.
It would still
That's my hot take.
It would still have less damage though.
Overall, it'd have less damage, but burst, we're talking about fence. That leads into my previous point. You could stack fence, deal more damage quicker with ice than you would be with fire, with it being split amongst the DOT, all that crap. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ice is still the worst school in the game. But if that change happened, then fire would be the worst school in the game.
That is a hot take, my friend. Right there on the screen. Hot take.
That is way too close to the camera.
I have one that might anger some folks.
Let's hear it. I want to get
It
angry.
has nothing to do with your power. It has nothing to do with your wizard. But Merle Ambrose is either too weak or too soft to be the headmaster. He let 2 people in his inner circle become 2 of the most dangerous individuals in history, threatening to destroy the spiral, and he was either too weak or too soft-hearted. Stop it.
He didn't want to hurt their feelings. That's a hot take. Oh, baby, that's a hot take. Now let's go on to my hot take. Sure to piss some people off, because yet again, it's a scalding hot opinion. Force Lord should have remained a rank 8. And in general, every hit all is too overpowered. Force Lord was about where it probably should have been. That's what I think. Every school packs rank 7s. Why is every school the exact same? Except Ice. Ice has to do other crap because their rank 7's terrible. Ice is just helpless. Let's just establish that. Ice is terrible. Helpless. That's my hot take. I think the hit-alls are too good. They should probably be nerfed. I don't want them to be nerfed, but that's what I'm thinking. That's my hot take.
I don't know if that's hot, but it's definitely not widely accepted.
Yeah. Well, this has been a tremendous episode of Cornboard Tech. Hopefully, you didn't come out smoking hot.
It is the hottest.
Cornboard Tech.
Ow. Bye.